Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, KyuRanger, and today I've got an awesome toy review for you. Today we are talking about the Kyurenoh from KyuRanger. Now, it's all but confirmed at this point that KyuRanger is going to be our 30th anniversary season. This is the core Megazord utilizing Unit 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. But as you guys are probably already seeing and hitting on in the comments, Justin, that's not Japanese, that's Korean. What's going on? Well, I made a slight oopsie when I ordered this for review. On Amazon, they have both Korean versions and Japanese versions for sale. These toys are exactly the same, except for one has a Korean soundboard and one has a Japanese soundboard. They use the exact same molds for the toys, it's just a soundboard. Now, if you want to get the Japanese version, it is available for sale on Amazon. It's just got about a $6 price hike compared to the Korean version. Now, if you're not worried about that, definitely get the Korean version. But, guys, we're going to give an in-depth review on this, from the Orbs to the Zords to the Megazord formation. All of that coming up in just a few minutes. Now, also, I've got to say, guys, if you haven't liked and you haven't subscribed, then give me a quick like, a quick subscribe, and punch that notification bell for when I post my videos. Because at the last check, only about 18% of y'all that are on here are actually subscribed to the content. So if you just give me that quick second, hit the subscription and hit that bell. But guys, without further ado, here's the Kyurenoh, or Galaxy Beast King, here on Sparta Green Ranger Reviews. Let's get to it. So as always, we start with the box art. It's a beautiful box art. It's nice, thick cardboard, just like its Japanese counterparts normally have. And we get on the side shot the names that they call them: the Leo Voyager, the Wolf Voyager, the Ox Voyager, the Chameleon Voyager, and the Swordfish Voyager. I'm not exactly sure on what they call the Japanese ones. I may stick those in the description down below. You also have some nice, beautiful product shots on the back. From what I gather, these boxes are almost identical from Japanese to Korean. I'll post a picture of the Japanese box art here on the side so you guys can see it. But the box is great. It looks clean. It looks beautiful. They packaged it really well for it to get here. The orbs look amazing on the box art. But let's go in straight to looking at the Zords. In terms of our first, the Leo Beast, it is really beautiful. Just like any other toy you'd expect from Bandai Japan or an Asian-based Bandai company, paint details are great. There's beautiful molding in each design. The gold is really shiny. The plastic is nice and solid. As of terms of mobility, you have some head turning, but that's for transformation. And then you have on the front arms, those swivel all the way around. It's mainly for transformation. There doesn't seem to be a lot of mobility in this Megazord, but it is a beautiful display piece as it stands. Here we have the Ox, also very beautiful. The Orb looks really nice. The way it changes is all kind of for transformation. That's the real mobility that it has. But this is the first time I've had some little qualms with like the horns. Normally, in most toys that I've seen coming out of Japan or Asia, they're fully molded, but as this circles back around, you can see that the horns are hollow molds on this version. I do want to get a Japanese version to kind of check and confirm to see if maybe that's the same issue on the Japanese, but I digress. You're not going to really see it from posing or in Megazord mode, so that maybe is just nitpicking. There's beautiful paint details, little flashes of red. The visor's fully painted for the Ox's cockpit area. But all in all, the plastic's beautifully detailed, and it's a nice solid plastic as well. Here we are with the Wolf Zord. It is just as beautiful as the other two. Nice translucent plastic on the orb. Paint details are fantastic. Molding details are really, really nice. No injection mold except for on the inside of the legs that I see. That may be to help save plastic. I know plastic's been getting pretty expensive. So if we're having to go and hide some things with some holes in plastic, that's okay. But as long as we have a really decent paint job, I will be more than happy, as this one does. The blues are really nice. The yellow that's on the sides of the cheeks of the wolf's head's really good. There's this little splash of red right there at the joint connection. On the right side, I don't know why they didn't do it on the left side. That may be a mispaint app, I don't know. But the eyes are beautifully painted in as well. It looks like that may just be yellow paint there with some nice color separation on plastic. I always love really nice color separation when it comes to plastic. Here we have the Chameleon. Beautiful color separation on this. Another nice translucent plastic. I can't say a bad thing about this. It does have a gimmick there where the head opens up and you get the chameleon tongue that comes out. The only other movement is transformation for Zord mode. That's really it. But beautiful clean plastic, nice color separation, and where paint is needed, it is done beautifully. All right, here we have the Swordfish Zord, and the paint details on this is just absolutely perfect. The plastic looks really nice, but the paint details really make it pop. And while looking at these, man, would be a perfect Zord for like doing a washover to pop out some of these little extra details. So if anybody wants to send me another one of these so I could do like a little washover to pop out some of these other little details that you can't be seen, I would be more than happy to accept that. I just don't know if I could bring myself to do that right now. Next up, however, we're going to show you the orbs on one of these things and show you how they work. Now these orbs are used a lot for like not just the Zords, but also they're used in their morphers. It's like a morphing gem from the research I've done. As you can see, inside the translucent paint, it looks like little planets or galaxies, but yet when you do this little twist, you get a gimmick where after it locks in place, it looks like the Zord. Now, this is one of the few times that we've had like a little orb-based kind of thing. I think Wild Force was the only other time that we had like animal spirits in spheres. There's also a little gimmick that you can't see back behind here unless I get like really close, but it's like a Zord pilot inside the cockpit. I don't know fully how that mechanic works just yet. I don't know if maybe when you plug them in it spins around or not, because you can't see them from the other side, but you can from the front side when you move the orbs around, but you cannot actually ever turn it to where you get a solid look at that. So we'll see that in Megazord mode, speaking of which is coming up next. Now, in terms of Megazord mode, it's pretty simple. All you do right here is these little wings fold in like this. This does run off AAA batteries, but I didn't have any here at time of recording. If you want to check out the soundboards of it, it will be up on my TikTok, so check that out there. These then fold down like so and lock into place. They've got a really nice strong ratchet. And then the orb, you make sure is in its animal mode like this, and then it locks into place like so. Now, I think I may have just had my answer on how you see the Zord pilot. There's little LED lights in all these sections. So I'm guessing when you press the sound button, which is right here, you would get a light up and that actually shines through and you can see the Zord pilot in that mode. So then we're going to set this down, and then we're going to take our Ox Zord. His head goes up, and then this folds down. And then you can see right here how this locks in like this. They have nice little tabs and hooks, and they lock in. And those little tabs that you see right there, they're used inside the morpher to make sounds. So these don't have any sounds or batteries. So I'm guessing as long as you have these orbs and you have like the Japanese morpher, you're still going to get the Japanese sounds. Or if you have the Korean morpher and you use the Japanese orbs, you're still going to get Korean sounds because they still tab the same. Now, they then lock in on one another with this little number becomes a tab that locks in, and this has a tab that locks in, and you just go up and lock in. And then with the Wolf Zord, the head goes up, the back legs fold down, and then make sure your orbs are oriented the right way, and that locks in like that. Then for Swordfish, it just takes and turns around and locks in like so. And then we're going to get the Chameleon. The Chameleon, you leave the tongue out, this folds down and locks in like that. Then you take and turn around, which I'm going to raise the camera this way so you can see. Turn the head around, and then you push the head down, and now you have Megazord mode. Now, in terms of mobility, you don't have any leg movement, unfortunately. There is no torso movement with this. You do have arm movement, and that's really it. And then the only other things it has is really lights and sounds. Now, in terms of Megazords, this is still really nice. It's very pretty. You have other tabs for expansions for other Zords that are going to be able to connect to later. This does have a lot of Zords, auxiliaries, and extra Megazords in this entire season. So we will definitely try to get those and review them as we can. Now guys, that's really it for this video. If you want to give this video a like, please do so. If you don't, give me a dislike. It gives me feedback either way. Also, if you want to help out and help me get any more of these Zords to do full reviews and combination videos, check out the links down below. That will take you to my Amazon wish list where you could help order these and help me review them. If anybody helps by purchasing a toy, you will get a shout out in the review. As always, guys, I want to thank you so much for all the love and all support you've been giving me on this adventure. Guys, make sure you've liked, make sure you subscribe, and always punch that notification bell so when I post my next video, you will be the first to know about it. Also, check out all my affiliate links down below to help support the channel. And as always, may the power protect you and always be enjoying playing with toys and collecting. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.